Hello once again, YouTube. Today we're going to go over the awesomely epic Mortal Kombat for PlayStation 4. I say that it's an awesome game, but it does have its major flaws. And we're going to get to those in just a second. First, though, I got to admit, the game definitely improves upon its predecessor, Mortal Kombat 9, from the last gen consoles. And here we see the title screen. There's one player, it's the standard one player mode, two player online play. And there's a story mode to this as well, which is just, and the story itself is incredibly epic. But just to give you an impression, a feel for what the gameplay is actually like, I'm going to show you the different towers here. Each one has their different features, including one that's nothing but the button mashing test your might thing. You'll see that on my game the downloadable characters are blocked out. That's because I honestly do not own the XL package, and for the time being I don't think I will. I'm picking Sub-Zero, as Sub-Zero has always been one of my favorite characters, and well, the point of the video is more or less to actually highlight the gameplay.
The Lin Kuei owe you a debt.
You will pay dearly.
Round one, fight.
I love the trash talk that these guys do now, but before the start of the battle. Almost like it gives backstory to fights before they start. As you see, this is just like its predecessor for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. The game is brutal, even with its updated graphics. And it just looks and feels amazing as you play the game, and you can even see as battle goes on damage to the character's attire, and that they bruise, as well as show visible signs that they've actually been in some pretty epic struggles as fights progress. Carried over into this iteration, I don't really showcase it that much in the video, but the interactive backgrounds are here. That's why you see the flashing background. And I have a terrible memory, so I apologize that I'm having to look up the finishing moves. It's been too long since I've actually picked this up to play it.
Fatality.
But a little classic Sub-Zero finisher for you, to highlight just how detailed and how brutal this game is. And of course, you saw there that you get rewarded coins for every fight you complete, which help you unlock stuff in the crypt, unless you've bought the XL version of the game, because I imagine
why no female Lin Kuei?
it's like the XL version of this game would be much like the complete edition of the last one, and that everything comes unlocked from the get-go. Some nice smack talk from Sonya before the fight starts. It's worth noting that each character comes in 3 different variations, and the 3 variations determine what their special moves are.
Cannot win.
Round two, fight.
I swear that the X-ray moves are just absolutely brutal. what happened with the AI there. It's like Sonya just kind of like froze up on it. I love that freezing animation as they pose like they're helpless as they're being frozen.
Chill despair. Black folk.
Finish her.
And again, I'm going to look up the finishing move combinations because I'm going to show you a different one. This one is called the Bed of Ice.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mortal Kombat at its absolute goriest and bloodiest. But gotta admit, I love it. So now I'm going to show you the faction menu, which is a new addition to this one. Basically, when you first log into the game, you are asked to choose a faction, and the different factions give you different, can actually give you different fatalities to use if your faction is currently winning the war, I believe it is. There's also a specialized version of the tower that I'm going to show you here. As you can see, it's obviously smaller than the tower I was showing you previously. And again, you pick your character. You pick his variation. And with the faction tower, each fight usually comes with a special modifier that changes the rules of gameplay a little bit. There's everything from random bubbles that pop up out of the ground that can trap your character, to life gauge variables. It doesn't appear that we really have a variable for this one. I was kind of hoping that I could show you that.
Cold slows you, Mr. King.
Round 2. Fight.
And you guys have no idea how gratifying it really is for me to beat up Johnny Cage. I don't know why, but Johnny Cage has always been like one of my least favorite characters in the series. And that's still basic. In general, the game doesn't change all that much when you're doing the faction towers. That's how it's done. A few more coins in my bank account, and onward we go. Maybe I'm gonna try to do this fight. I think the fight after this looks like it's a test your might thing.
You have eyes, but will not see. I will see you die.
Round 1.
Classic Mortal Kombat rivalry between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. It's worth noting that it appears too that if you do a multi-hit combo and your damage goes up above 10%, you tend to get bonus coins for your crypto purchases, which we will get to in a bit.
Grow weaker.
However, there doesn't appear to be no advantage kind of disappointed that once again we have no modifiers in our combat here.
Finish him.
I was really kind of hoping to show you some of the weirdness that results from fight modifiers.
Sub-Zero wins.
And the struggle must go on, so we can't kill Scorpion. Yeah, that's a more detailed view of the match results. Yeah,
Test your might.
this is Test Your Might. And here we go. Basically, you mash the X, squares, triangle, and circle buttons and try to bring the indicator into the red circle, or that happens.
Test
Fail, and you get you're treated to watching your character die in some fashion. Well, let's try that again. Hopefully this goes a little bit better this time. And perfect. And moving on, this is just to show you some parts of the crypt. As you can see, I've already been through here for a larger extent, but more or less, as you walk around, you approach the different statues, and each statue has a coin value. Those familiar with Mortal Kombat already know about this, as it's been featured in several games. Here's one that costs 6,120 coins. As you can see, it unlocks the button combination for Johnny Cage's Brutality. The bloods for it. Then you can also view everything you've unlocked in that menu. But as I was saying, I do have some grievances with this game, and it's not really with the gameplay itself. I'm gonna have to show you the grievances I have in the menus here. It might take me a minute to find it. But I wanted to show you just how lazy I think the developers think we are. And that should be under here, related items. And some of the choices they give us. I mean, really, take a look at this. Easy fatalities. What the fuck? You want us to pay extra money so we don't have to learn to play the game. And it gets worse. There's actually a $20 pass that you see here that is to unlock everything in the crypt I was showing. Yeah, for $20 extra, you could have unlocked the entire crypt on day one without ever actually having fought a match. I honestly feel that's bullshit. But anyways, this is going to be the part of the video where I say goodbye. So, like, comment, and share for more videos, and as always, thank you for watching.